Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at on how to use useEffect and make HTTP requests using our endpoint, and then consume that data and then pass it through to the next page using React navigation. So those are the three keys that we're going to have a look at today. So stay tuned and let's just dive into it. Right now we're going to start our video. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to create our app. So as we did last time, I'm going to change my directory into this folder called tutorial, and then click enter, and we're going to create a brand new React app, npx react native init, and then the name of our app, we'll call it react. We're going to react nav. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it react nav. All right, so it's going to install our app. Okay, when our app is installing, I want you to go and open your browser. So I'll open my browser and really just search this library called React Navigation, right? Search React Navigation, this one, the first one, reactnavigation.org. So click on get started. So this is the library that we're going to use today. So in this library, the first thing we're going to have a look at how to install it. Once you install it, the dependency that you need to install afterwards. So this is for Expo. We're not using Expo, we're using React Bay native project. So this is the dependency we have to install, and then yeah, CocoaPod for iOS users, and then yeah, we start using it now. This is just like the boilerplate about it. So, and guys, just remember the way you guys see developers or software engineers code in a movie in real life does not work that way. We use the documentations. The documentation, it is our daily friend. We Google, we use Stack Overflow. So things that you see in a movie, don't picture yourself as that. That's actually how it works in a real life. No, it does not. So you gotta get very, very familiar with documentation. That's your friend. Alright guys, our project is done installing. So first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to change our directory to our app directory, which is actually React Nav. Alright, and then we open that in Xcode. So once our app is open in Xcode, there's one thing we're going to do is we're going to open our terminals in Xcode, and then now install our plugin. So we're going to copy this URL, go back to Xcode, paste it here. That we're going to install, and after that we're going to copy the second URL, and then after this is finished installing, we're going to install as well. Okay, that is done installing. We're going to install the second one. Okay, So after this, remember, we're going to copy this actually, which means we're going to cd into our iOS directory and then do pop install and then cd.mesh. So go back. So that's what we're going to do, and then we're going to set up our app container. So rep our application with a navigation container, and then I'll show you how to set up. And then we're going to create two views. We're going to use the stack view first and so forth. Alright, so our app is done installing, so we have to cd into iOS directory, and then we do pod install. So just like more to install iOS module to help you, bundles this library. Because some library they still use native components under hood. So yes, okay, that has been done. So we're going to cd back dot. Okay, now we're back into our directory, and then just clear this out. Okay, now I'm not gonna install it. Let us create a folder. I'll call it resource. I'm just gonna call it source, and then inside this folder here, we're gonna have our I'll call it screens. Okay, call it screens. So inside screen, I'll just do it the standard way. So we're going to return a normal view. There we go, and then we export default home screen. All right, cool. So what do we need to do? Okay, we forgot to import one or two things. So we're going to import from React Native. What are we going to import here? Definitely we're going to put our view. Import our view right now, and then text. Don't worry about the style, because you're gonna create a global style where you're gonna our style. So that's why I did not import it here. I'm just gonna say hello home screen. All right, so that's it. Okay. One thing I always like to do, I like to use save area. Save area, why? It's because of the newer devices, and then yeah, so the newer devices is notch. So save area will allow us to get our views in that area without overlaying and reaching the notch. So that done, I can just copy this for the city and then paste it here, and then just change this to details. To detail, not details, sorry, to detail, and then change it to detail. I'm not gonna say yellow, just gonna say detail screen. All right, cool. Those two screens has been done. So inside here we're gonna create another folder. I'll call it styles, and then inside there I have a folder called global. Just gonna call it global styles, or global style.js, and then yeah, and then I can import I need to import from React Native, so I'm gonna import create style sheet, put star sheet. All right, so now yeah, just gonna say constant styles equals to star sheet dot create, and then inside here we can create, and then here down here I can export. I can export default styles. Alright, cool. And export default styles, and then here first I'll say main view. You can give it whatever stuff you want. So just padding, the padding of 10. Just you wanna add as we go along. So that's our global style. Then inside here we can just import it directly. We say import styles from, and then say dot styles, and then style sheet. Alright, cool. So the same line we can just copy it and then paste it here. So inside our view we can just say style and pass our styles dot main view. Easy as that. So inside here as well, style equals to styles dot main view. Done. Alright, so here we have our two classes. So now we have to modify our app class. So